Shalom Akim, Yahweh Shem, Shabbat Shem, Kwakadash, the honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Great Mystery World. Spread admonition, not a lesson to edify the hopeful elect, to keep Akim aware that we're going through some difficult times in these last days because the people are fed up with Esau's system, man. Even these Edomites are fed up with their own people and power. Alright, they see what's going on and they're not afraid to speak on it. So you hear about a situation about a lady that got shot in Texas, in Fort Worth. So it's just what it is, man. It's all about prophecy. And the Lord Shai will let these types of events continue to take place just to, make the people more agitated. Alright, to stir up their anger so they could have the fall of Babylon. So you have the prophecy of Isaiah chapter 19 take place, and prophecies in 2nd Ezra, 15 and 16. Alright, so it's going to happen, man. You can't run away from it. So I'll play the video. You have an idea of what's going on.
I'll be quick. My name is Courtney Miller. I am a criminal defense attorney, and I live in Arlington Heights, District 7. 6 years ago, I was sitting in my house, in my living room, watching a movie with my boxer, Birdie. The lights were on. I have floor-to-ceiling windows in the living room. The blinds were up. Anybody who walked by would have seen that I was home. At some point, my dog demanded to go out, and I let her back into the backyard and went back to watch my movie. About 5 minutes later, I heard her barking furiously, and I went into the kitchen, into the backyard, where I keep my back door open and my storm door shut. And as I walked to the patio, I saw 2 flashlights flitting across my backyard, in the dark, in the grass. And when I walked out to my patio, I had to yell out, "Who's back there?" And the answer that I got is, "It's the police." I am a white woman in a middle-class neighborhood, and the circumstances of my call, the police were called out to a barking dog, not a welfare call, a barking dog. But the police came onto my property. They started flitting around and creeping around stealthily. They did not come to my front door and announce themselves when anybody could have.
Very soon it's not going to be the police walking through neighborhoods. It's going to be troops. Alright, so folks are going to be shaking. Folks will pick up arms to fight back. But for the man of the Lord, it's going to be a spiritual adventure. Alright, because these arms cannot change the direction of prophecy. Alright, so the Lord Yahweh shall let these events take place to have these people at their own necks. Alright, so I read a book of 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 16, and it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." So these people want to take back their own communities and their own neighborhoods and their own states. Alright, they're going to lock horns with law enforcement, the National Guard, alright, and all the so-called federal agencies and the so-called governors and mayors and aldermen, congressmen and senators. So it's going to be messed up because the elites, they want this event to take place. They want to push their so-called agenda for the New World Order and push the mark of the beast also, the RFID chip. So it's going to be crazy, man, because folks are going to fight tooth and nail.
Seen that someone was home. Instead, they flitted around, and they were stealthy. And it wasn't until I cried out that they announced themselves as the police. I am alive, and Tay is not. And that's white privilege right there. Because my biggest fear.
And that's one thing with Jake, man. When there's something serious going on, man, someone says something, they wanna stand up and clap, So that's messed up, So it is what it is, You're doing the work. All of a sudden, somebody jumps up and starts making some uncalled for noise. But it is what it is, man. All right. And If you read Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2, it says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." So it's going to be messed up here in America. All right. So a lot of folks say, "Oh, well, America is not Babylon. America is not Egypt." But hey, according to prophecy, America fits the description, and the Lord Yahweh Shai is getting ready to persecute. All right. Persecute and persecute, and to render our judgment. All right. So a lot of people could throw in their opinions here and there, but it's gonna take place, man. All right.
That night was what if the police shot my dog? And I'm mortified to say that. But after that night, that was my feelings. What if they shot my dog? If I were a black woman in this city, my fear would be, what if they shot me? And that's the reality. I stand with you and I commend you for wanting to have a police.
And that's one thing Jake has to deal with, man. You know, fear. So according to the curses, all right, that the Lord Shai has put upon our people, all right, that they live in doubt, they live in fear, all right. They can't get it together because they're living a life of paranoia, all right. No matter how hard Jake's trying to make it in society, he ends up having a bad rap at the end of it. But at the end of the day, you know, you just gotta give all praise to the Lord Yahweh Shai, because for truth's sake, the Lord Yahweh Shai will have mercy upon his people, especially the elect. Alright, so that's a beautiful thing to understand, and I'll play the video some more.
Police Oversight Committee, what I ask of you is that you have a criminal defense attorney present on that committee. We watch body cams all day. We can tell you what's going on, and we can name names. Thank you.
Yep, so they can name names. So just imagine what type of secrets are gonna be spilled. Alright, so I get to one final precept. Alright, so this is going to be from the book of Psalms chapter 64 verse 8. "So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away." Alright, so that's exactly what's coming upon Esau's kingdom, man. They're going to turn upon each other, turn against each other, because the Lord Abba Shai has deemed it necessary that it must take place. So that was a point there. I came, hope you've been edified. You know, expect more secrets for Esau's society to be spilled out, because people are getting fed up with the wickedness in this society. Shalom.